Science of self-realization. To tell the science of self-realization, we have to move away from purely mystical language and look at it through the lens of neuroplasticity, entropy, and the observer effect. Here is a narrative that explains the journey from a fragmented ego to a realized self. The story of the mirror and the fog. Imagine you were born in a room full of mirrors, but the room is filled with a thick, heavy fog. Phase 1. The illusion of the fog. The ego. Since the day you were born, the fog has been there. You can't see the mirrors clearly, so you see distorted shapes and shadows. You begin to believe these shadows are you. In scientific terms, this fog is your default mode network, the part of your brain responsible for repetitive, self referential thought, worrying about the future, and ruminating on the past. This network creates a narrative self that feels real but is actually just a collection of electrical signals and biological habits. You aren't the shadows, you are the one looking at them. Phase 2. The entropy of the mind. As you grow, the fog gets thicker. Society, trauma, and expectations add noise to your system. In physics, this is called entropy, a state of disorder. Most people spend their entire lives trying to rearrange the shadows in the fog to find happiness. They think, if I move this shadow here, get a better job, or change that shadow there, get a partner, I will be whole. But self realization is the realization that you cannot fix a shadow. You have to clear the fog. Phase 3. The science of clearing. The process. Self realization is the biological process of lowering the activity of the DMN and increasing neural integration. When you practice deep meditation or extreme presence, you are essentially cooling the brain's thermostat. As the heat of egoic desire drops, the fog begins to condense and fall to the floor. This isn't magic, it is state shifting. You are moving the brain from a state of high beta waves, stress and survival, to alpha and theta waves, deep connection and intuition. Phase 4. The mirror, the realized self. Suddenly, the fog vanishes. For the first time, you see the mirror. What you see isn't a new you, it is the observer. In quantum mechanics, the observer is the one who collapses the wave function into a particle. In the science of self realization, you realize that you are not the thoughts, the body, or the emotions. You are the conscious field in which those things occur. You see that the mirror was always there, perfect and unbroken, hidden only by the weather of your own mind. Why this is a science? Observability. You can observe your own thoughts as objects. Repeatability. Anyone who follows the protocol, stillness, inquiry, detachment, reaches the same conclusion. Result: a shift from a closed system stress ego to an open system peace oneness. Self realization is not the acquisition of anything new, it is the removal of the debris that prevents you from seeing what has always been.